What's going on, Raptors fans? Luca Rosano here, back with another video. It's Casual Fridays. That is why I'm dressed with a white t-shirt, a backwards hat, and I'm in full playoff mode with my beard. Maybe I'll shave this thing before the restart season starts, but no guarantees. Anyways, guys, in today's video, I wanted to take a look at another crazy Raptors player transformation. I mean, how many of these have we seen so far? First being Marc Gasol, shedding a ton of weight. He obviously slimmed down. Then we saw Chris Boucher put on weight. He reportedly gained 15 pounds, looking a little bit more buff. And now the most recent crazy body transformation, not as crazy as the previous two, but still impressive nonetheless. Matt Thomas, looking absolute jacked. I mean, just look at this dude's arms. This guy was always in great shape, but he's looking even more vascular now. I don't know what these guys were doing during this quarantine, but whatever they were doing, it definitely worked. All these guys on the Raptors team are ready to go, and I'm not even making reference to OG Anunoby's not body transformation, but just transformation in his own right, because he's rocking a neck beard now. Who would have thought OG Anunoby would be rocking a neck beard? That just shows you that there are so many layers to this Raptors team. So many layers. But anyways, guys, I wanted to shed some light on Matt Thomas. Now, there's so much talk about who truly is the Raptors' secret weapon on this team. Is it a guy like Terrence Davis? Is it OG Anunoby? Heck, is it even Patrick McCaw? Remember, he's on his own quest for a four-peat. I don't think it's any of those guys, because we have seen what those guys are fully capable of being. We already know what these guys can give us compared to another guy I'm going to mention, the unknown on this team, and that is Matt Thomas. I mean, we truly don't know how impactful Matt Thomas can be in a game, and more importantly, how much of an impact he can have in a playoff game, because I feel like we haven't seen this guy as much as we should have been seeing him. So the mystique that surrounds Matt Thomas and the unknown that surrounds this guy makes him the Raptors' most dangerous secret weapon, if you want to call it that. I mean, let's look at Matt Thomas, guys. In the games that we did see him, through the first 27 games that he played for the Raptors, he was shooting 34 for 66 from beyond the arc and led the NBA in three-point percentage at 52% among players that had at least attempted 50 trays. Overall, Thomas has played in 33 games for the Raptors, averaging about 9.7 minutes per game, 4.5 points, and a three-point percentage of .467. Now, since opposing teams may not be spending time preparing for him directly, this is a perfect opportunity for Thomas to come into a game and provide a couple of knockout punches to the opposition. I mean, Thomas is out there for two main reasons. He's out there to stretch the floor, and he's out there to shoot the basketball. Nick Nurse has compared Matty Ice to veteran shooter JJ Redick, and I think that's a very solid and fair comparison, especially the way Matty Ice has learned to move without the ball and how he comes off screens and finds separation to get that shot off. And being a natural shooter, Thomas doesn't have a strict regimen in terms of the number of jumpers he fires up per game like some guys do. Thomas actually told the press during the season earlier this year that he doesn't count his shots. Instead, he listens to his body and goes by the feel of it. Now, some days that means getting up more shots, and some days that's getting up fewer shots. And even more impressive about Thomas's mystique is that he's tried to prove himself on the defensive end. And usually shooters don't find the need to have to play defense because they know they have one specialty, and that's just shoot the ball. But Thomas was willing to challenge himself. And that was the knock on him coming into the league. And the big question, obviously entering his rookie campaign, was could he guard his position well enough to stay on the floor? It's something he's worked hard on throughout the season, especially when he was out with that finger injury and couldn't shoot. I mean, if he couldn't shoot, he had to play defense. And at least he was willing to put in that effort and that work to try to become a better defender. Now, at full strength, Thomas probably slots in as the Raptors' 11th or even 12th man on the rotation, but Nick Nurse has shown a willingness to tinker with his rotation and keep things fluid, especially when somebody is performing well enough to force his hand. Now, Thomas's role will likely continue to be situational, but as the restart season rolls, and even as we get into the playoffs, think about it. Having one of the best shooters in the world sitting on your bench, ready to come in and potentially shift the momentum of any game at moment's notice, that, my friends, is a dangerous luxury to have. And the Raptors are fortunate enough to have that for their team. Teams are starting to scheme for guys like Terrence Davis, OG Anunoby, etc., etc. I don't think too many teams are going to be scheming for Matt Thomas, and that makes him the perfect secret weapon for this Raptors team, especially in the playoffs. Shooter shoot. Matt Thomas is a shooter. And how important would a big shot be from off the bench when the Raptors truly need it? Or how important is it just in general to have a guy who can make it rain from beyond the arc? We have seen small flashes from Thomas this season of him coming in and doing his job. I really think he can amplify that and be consistent for us in that regard. Again, I love the comparison to JJ Redick, and guys, this has turned into a shooter's league. This has turned into who can get up the most threes. Having Matt Thomas, Matty Ice, on the Raptors side doing his thing and shooting the ball as efficiently as he does, that's going to be a huge plus for the Raptors against any team that they play. So what do you guys think? Is Matty Ice, Matt Thomas, now looking as jacked as ever? Is he the Raptors' true secret weapon on this team? Let me know your comments down below. Wanted to give Matty Ice a little bit of love, especially since his pictures have been surfacing Twitter earlier this week especially. I mean, I saw this guy post on his Twitter page, and I'm like, damn, this guy's working out, man. Like, he's definitely not lifting 20s like I've been. This guy's actually, lifting some serious weight. And if I could ever have arms like Matt Thomas, I mean, I would be the happiest guy on earth. But, yeah, again, wanted to show some love to this guy. Let me know what you think of Matt Thomas. What is your genuine opinion of Matt Thomas? And do you think he can have a serious impact for this Raptors team, especially in the playoffs? Drop a comment down below. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are so close to 13K. Hoping to hit that mark over the weekend. That would be super dope. Hit those post notifications so you always stay notified on all the videos that I post. And again, guys, feel free to connect with me on social media. Go hit me up anytime you guys want to talk basketball. That's Instagram, Luca Rosano, Twitter, Luca Rosano3, and TikTok, Luca.Rosano. Now, this is an upload on Friday. I know this ain't the Luca Rosano show because I do want to let you guys know that I am working hard behind the scenes to bring you guys the best guest for the Luca Rosano show. I've had a couple of guests that I'm currently in talks with trying to set something up, so I'm hoping to have a Luca Rosano Show podcast out sometime next week and the week after that. So stay patient on that. I couldn't bring you one obviously today, so I thought, you know what? Let me bring you guys some Raptors content instead. That's it for me. Go feel free to pick up some products down below that I've linked to. Raptors Brita bottle being one. And again, a Raptors championship ring. Go own one as the Raptors try to embark and getting a second one as the restart season is slowly but surely coming on up. We're so close to the restart date, and there's going to be plenty of action to talk about once that date hits. That's it for me, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and remember, be great and stay blessed. Peace out.